Hey everybody, Blugoblin here for my latest Midtown Comics stash here on my blugoblinX channel. No bother cutting, let's just keep going with it. I decided to do things a little differently. Instead of separating books by companies, you know, I can do Marvel, then Dynamite, and then IDW or whatever. I decided to do the whole stack alphabetically. So we could go to Marvel, then we can go to Dynamite, go back to Marvel, you know, stuff like that. So I'm going to do it this way. So let's get started. First up, we got Ant-Man #2. Spencer does a great job with the writing. This is really good. Marvel's doing their best to make Scott Lang a very likable character again. I mean, really, really good stuff in here. Instead of taking the job with Tony Stark, he's decided to move down to Miami to be closer with his daughter, with Cassie. So he tries to, he wants to start his own business, but before he can do that, he has to get a loan at the bank, and he tries to go to the bank, and of course, he's a superhero, so something just happens to go wrong. I just think that that's kind of plot convenience heavy, you know, but good stuff in here, and he does get his own, he does end up getting the loan, he does end up getting the leeway to start his own business, but not without a price and with a good laugh for us, so this is really good. Awesome book, I loved it. Alright, moving on to Image Comics, we're going to Bitch Planet #2. I don't know what to think about this. This is kind of like this kind of feels like a prison-based reality show now. This is what it feels like to me. But instead, it's entertaining people it's entertaining people, yet brainwashing the prisoners or rehabilitating or whatever the fuck they're doing. This series is just weird for me. You know, it's just... the main protagonist here is told to form a group and everything. She doesn't want to do it, but everybody's telling her do it, and not bad. This is not bad. I'm liking this I'm still liking this so far. I'm probably not as heavy on it as a lot of other people are, you know, and that's saying a lot considering there is some gratuitous nudity in this series. But yeah, this wasn't bad. I thought it was pretty good. Moving on to Deathstroke #4. I gotta be honest, when I saw Harley Quinn on the cover and I knew Harley was going to be in this issue, I was kind of let down a little bit. But that doesn't mean this book was bad. Tony Daniel still does a good job with the writing and still does a great job with the artwork. I mean, Tony Daniel does a good job when it comes to artwork. But Harley's only in like the last bits of the issue, and that was kind of disappointing. But Deathstroke learns more about what his missions are, and he learns more about the person who's trying to control him and manipulate him and stuff like that. He finds out that this certain character is actually a woman. And he learns more about what his job is and what he's been trained to do or hired to do or paid to do or some shit like that. But yeah, it's nice to see Deathstroke and Harley not trying to kill each other, considering he supposedly had a big falling out in Suicide Squad. I don't read Suicide Squad anymore, but they referenced that. But yeah, it is what it is. I thought it was really good. Tony Daniel's still nailing it for me here. Really good. Moving on to Dynamite and Vertigo, we got Django Zorro #3. Quentin Tarantino still does a great... Oh, man. The writing on this issue was amazing. Really good. God, where do I start? Do I start with the drama, or do I start with the painfully obvious racist dialogue that's in here? Yeah, it's just, man, this was good. There wasn't too much of action in here, but trust me, the action that we do get in here is pretty damn good. But the storytelling, the dialogue, and all the characters flushing out what their development is, that's what really sells this issue. Even though I didn't buy it. But this was good. This was really good. Quentin Tarantino really knows his shit. And once again, you know, it's Tarantino. I'm amazed there's not a lot of F-bombs and not a lot of feet in here. You know, it's just, I'm amazed that he's able to tame his behavior down and give us some really, really good stuff in here. Really awesome stuff. I love it. All right, moving over to IDW, we got G.I. Joe #5. I'm going to be honest. I'm not 100% of this whole espionage thing when it comes to G.I. Joe. It's like 80% espionage, 20% everything else that G.I. Joe is usually supposed to be, you know, all about. But that doesn't mean this book was bad. You know, it's just real easy to get lost in here. You know, it's like everybody's talking about secrets and transfers and secrets and, you know, that shit. It really is easy to get your attention lost in here, but if you can stick to it and stick to the storyline, it really is not that bad. I really think it could really go somewhere, especially with this whole Cobra deserter thing. And it's like, oh, may God have mercy on the poor bastard who decided to, you know, turn on Cobra. If Cobra gets their hands on it, I feel for the guy, but not bad stuff. I think they're doing a good job. I personally think this series could be a little bit better with all honesty. But for what it is, I do like it. Going to Chaos and Dynamite. Lady Death, not Death, shit, Lady Demon, excuse me. I get this character and Lady Death confused. It's real easy to get them mixed up. But Lady Demon, #2. This was fun. Yeah, I wouldn't really expect myself to say that about a girl who's using her body as a timeshare for a demon incarnate. Is just this was actually really cool shit. I'm loving this. And this is one of those series that just feels like it's meant to be pure fun, like a hellacious ride. Like, yeah, baby, kind of like one of those kinds of dealings of fun. And I'm loving it. This is great shit. I dare not say anything about it. I think this is well worth your time, well worth your read. We're only 2 issues in, and I'm already fucking excited for the next one. This is great shit. All right, next up, we're going to Joe Benitez. I don't know, but it's a collector edition. Issues 0 and 1 of Lady Mechanica. Chris knew I would probably enjoy this because, you know, I like a good steampunk adventure. I like good steampunk storytelling. Now, I'm not saying that absolutely everything steampunk is cool. I mean, if you're going to tell a steampunk story, you better make it a good one. If it's not a good one, just like any other story, I'm going to say it. It sucks, but this is really good stuff. This is a character who has no recollection of who she is or who she was before she became Lady Mechanica, and she comes across a interesting character who could possibly help her out, but it just doesn't work out so well. In the first, I guess in issue 0, one of the antagonists in here, I mean, he's not really threatening, he's not really intimidating, he's just a really big, rich douchebag. That's just basically how I could sum him up. And in the second issue, or issue 1, we get to, you know, Lady Mechanica is trying to figure out some more stuff about, you know, herself and, you know, the Mechanica City and everything. This was actually really good stuff. I don't want to go into great detail without possibly spoiling it or anything like that, but you know, it's a $3.99 book. You're getting 2 books for the price of for the average price of 1 nowadays. So if I were you, I'd go ahead and snag something like this up. I think this would be well worth your time and well worth your money. I enjoyed it. All right, going on to Dynamite and King, I guess. The Phantom #1. Yeah. For the first time in my recollection, we're coming across a Phantom that actually doesn't want to be the Phantom. You know, he's basically saying, I'm just going to wear this costume until the next person in line that's supposed to have it comes to take it. You know, I'm just going to, you know, what's the term I'm looking for? Interim. He's like the interim Phantom, you know, so to speak. Not much to say in this except it's just your average stuff. You know, picture the Phantom being that guy who's got charisma, but he's not showboating, he's not grandstanding, he's not over the top. He's kind of like, to me, he's like a purple Daredevil. That's how I feel about the Phantom. And oh God, if Mark Waid were writing shit like this, god damn. But this was really good stuff. I'm loving this, and I'm actually hoping this guy decides to stick to being the Phantom, because for his first go as the Phantom, he does a pretty damn good job so far. I'm liking this shit. This is really good. Alright, we're going on to Valiant. Valiant, we got Quantum and Woody Must Die, #1. Yeah, I think Chris knew I had pretty much given up on Quantum and Woody after the god-awful Return of Quantum and Woody miniseries that wanted to focus on the original Quantum and Woody rather than capitalize on the popularity of the Quantum and Woody mini-series that preceded that, you know. And it was like, okay, Valiant realized, oh, we fucked up. Alright, let's get you back to the Quantum and Woody that y'all like, the one with the goat. So we go back to the Quantum and Woody that we liked, or the one that I liked. And I like it. It's good shit. Now, what's interesting about this particular series beginning is that Quantum and Woody, without their knowledge, are under some sort of spell. When certain phrases or certain words are said, they repeat it in a very hypnotic sort of way. So who knows what the fuck's going on there. And maybe we'll learn more about that as the series progresses. But it's nice to see them working together again. It's nice to see Quantum trying to be the good guy, the good, honest-to-God superhero, while Woody's just a fucking douche. And you got the mind of their father inside of a pregnant goat. It's just funny shit. It's just really funny. Yet the twist with the whole supposed mind control thing, that could make this really interesting. Not bad. This is really good stuff. Is this, so far, I'm only on one issue in. It's too soon to compare it to the other Quantum and Woody series. But, you know, for what it was really good. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed this one issue a lot better than the Q2 Return of Quantum and Woody series that we just got through. Alright, we're going over to Boom Studios. We're going to RoboCop #8. God damn it, this is really good stuff. Oh, this is easily one of my favorite series that Chris sends me from Midtown Comics. Jesus fucking Christ, this is amazing. Wow. You know, Killian, he's screwed. He knows he's screwed, but he's going to try his best to, you know, get one over the police department and all that shit. This is so much fun. This is so gruesome. It's gory. It's got everything a RoboCop fan, a true RoboCop fan could ask for. This is just pure fucking insane magic. I'm loving it. This is great. Not much else I can say. It's just fucking awesome. Going for something fucking awesome to something else that's fucking awesome. We're going back to Dynamite. We got Shaft #3. My God! David Walker! What are you drinking and how come you're not sharing it? This is amazing! This writing is solid. It's solid and it fits. It fits the time period you're putting it into. Usually some people would scoff at this going, he's making fun of how shit supposedly was back in the day. No! The way this stuff is written, it makes you feel like that this is where we are. It makes you feel like this motherfucker probably actually lived in that time period. He knew how it was, and he's putting it on paper. This is great shit. Fucking amazing. I love this stuff. Shaft showing some emotion in here, but it's just, you know, god damn, I can't spoil that much. You know, he's like, Shaft got his back against the wall, but he's like figuratively got a whole bunch of guns to his forehead, and he's acting like he couldn't give a fuck about it. It's just really good stuff. Oh, kudos to everybody who works on this series. You're doing a fantastic job. we're ending this with Marvel. We're ending this with Uncanny Avengers #1. This was actually pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chris. I was kind of dreading this because I knew what I was getting into. This whole bullshit notion that Marvel's going with, saying that Pietro and Wanda may not be Magneto's children at all. I'm like, what the fuck else are you gonna say, Marvel? That they're not really brother and sister so they can date each other? You already did the fucking incestuous shit in the fucking Ultimate Universe. So let's do it in the 616. That's funny. No, it's fucking disgusting. The fact that you're actually going there fucking makes me sick. But the rest of the stuff is actually really good. I like the stuff that happens with Rogue. It's always good to see Rogue again. This is the only book I'm reading, actually, that has anything to do with Rogue in it, and that's really sad. She's my favorite X-Men character, my favorite female X-Men character. Well, no, she's #2. My #1 is still Jean Grey. But to think that this is the only book I get some Rogue goodness out of is actually kind of sad, because she could be done so much better than this. Especially, and then what happens with her? Apparently, I can understand that I understand that she had the consciousness of Simon Williams, Wonder Man, absorbed into her. Well, guess what? Not anymore. It's been pulled out of her without her permission. And they bring in Sabretooth in there, into the team. This actually wasn't bad. This actually wasn't bad as the beginning of this new series. The only thing that interests me is where they're going to go with the actual development of this series and these characters and everything. I wonder if Marvel is indeed going to have the balls to hit that retcon button and erase Magneto's fatherhood from Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. I'm also anxious to know what they're going. Also anxious to figure out what they're going to be doing with Rogue and what they're going to be doing with the rest of the team. But all in all, not bad. Could have been better in my opinion, but not bad. Well, there's my latest Midtown Comics stash. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please subscribe to blugoblinX if you want more of this stuff. Go check out my main channel, Blugoblin01, where I do my main comic book reviews for stuff that I get from right here at Arkham Comics. Don't forget to check out my bro, TheMtVernonKid. Give him love to all of his channels. Jennifer and I, we got Arkham Asylum Studio up. We did some videos, and it's up to me to get them uploaded. Thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll see y'all later.